Okay, I am going to make protein gluten-free banana chocolate chip muffins. I've never done it this way before. We will see what happens. Okay, so I'm going to soften some butter and I'm kind of just gonna wing it. I might look up a recipe to kind of give me some sort of guideline, but I'm kind of just gonna wing it. Wrangler, that's enough. Need to get my bananas. So I'm going to try to make like a big batch. I don't want to say like a double batch because if I'm winging it, I don't really know what a double batch would be, but I'm going to use 4 bananas. Got my butter that's half softened, half melted. I'm going to use homemade brown sugar, so I just used organic raw cane sugar and molasses to make that. I'm going to make the flax egg. Never done that before. I don't have any regular eggs or I would have used those. So we're going to make a flax egg. And then I am going to use this Bob's Red Mill 1-to-1 gluten-free flour. Never cooked with this before. Cook with that. I have my baking powder, some chocolate chips, and then I'm going to add 2 packets of the Just Ingredients protein powder. This is the snickerdoodle one, so it has like a cinnamony taste, and then roasted peanut butter chocolate. And then I'm also going to add nutmeg and cinnamon. Maybe a little bit of clove. I'll smell it and see if that's kind of the feel I'm going for. Since we will have that peanut butter, I just think all those flavors will go really well together. And then salt, of course, I'll put it in salt. I will try to measure all of this and write it down as I go. That way I can share the recipe with y'all if it turns out good. If it doesn't turn out good, well then probably won't share it with y'all. But I will write it down as I go. There is a blueberry muffin recipe on the back. So I might kind of follow that. And then I pulled one up on Pinterest. And this one actually calls for 4 ripe bananas. And then I'm trying to look at the... Okay, so I'm gonna follow a mixture of these 2 recipes. And I will share with you if it's good or not. Screenshot that. Okay, so first we're gonna turn that down just a little. Mash these bananas up. No, y'all aren't getting any more bananas right now. Did 4 bananas, okay. And this calls for 1 1/4 cup plus 1. Okay, so I've added 4 bananas, about a cup of brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, and then over here I have my flaxseed egg situation loading. It should take about 5 minutes. I do? 1.5. Why do you have to be right underneath me, Wrangler? Move, Wrangler. Move, Tomps.
This is the Prince of Potions himself. What was I owe this day?
Oh, sir, I wondered if anyone told you.
Ask away, dear boy, ask away.
Look, see, the other day I was in the library in the restricted section and I came across something rather odd about a very rare piece of magic.
Yes? What is rare?
Well, I don't know. I can't remember the name exactly. It just got me wondering, are there some kinds of magic you're not allowed to teach us?
Potions, Master Harry. I think your questions better be both from Professor Snape.
Yes. You know, I don't exactly see eye to eye, sir. What I mean to say is, it's not like you. You might misunderstand.
No light without the dark. So it is with magic myself. I will strive to build a new life. I suggest you do the same.
Is that what you told Tom Riddle, sir, when he came asking questions?
Dumbledore put you up to this, didn't he? Didn't he? Yes? I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Come on, Rob. I'm going to introduce you to another vein. I'm sorry, sir, I wouldn't bother you if it weren't absolutely essential.
Wait a minute. I just thought you could whip up a remedy with this in no time, Harry.
More practiced hands, sir. Done.
It's true. Perhaps you're right.
I'm sorry, by the way. I'm misunderstanding.
Not at all. No order around everything else. Correct?
Well, I expect you're tired of it after all these years. All the questions about Voldemort.
Don't use that pen. Now, boy, bottoms up. What's this? Nothing for the nose.
What happened?
Lovely. Bloody strong one.
Really bad.
You need to pick me up, my boy. Buttered beer, wine, dazzling and matured mead. I had everything. This matters on the circumstances. Is enough vodka?
Okay, so I've made 2 dozen of the banana peanut butter chocolate chip gluten-free high protein high fiber muffins, and the consistency looks really good. It smells great. So in the next 30 minutes or so, we should find out if they taste good. Okay, so these were in the oven on 425 for about 10 minutes. Some of them got a little darker brown on top, but I also used a chocolate peanut butter protein powder, so they're gonna look a little darker. But they smell amazing, so the true test is the taste test. So, okay, so the true test is the taste test. So I'm gonna get one of these smaller ones, and they probably need to cool. They are hot, hot, hot. I mean, they look beautiful though. Like, look at how beautiful that is. Gluten-free, full of fiber, full of protein. So, and I did test them. I did like the little toothpick thing, and they were good. I turned the oven off already. I need to get a little bit of butter. So I like to put butter. Okay, they feel nice and soft and not crumbly. They're not crumbly. And I am gonna let it cool a little bit more, but I put a little bit of butter on both sides on the inside, and there is a lot of chocolate. I'm gonna tear this little tiny piece off. Little teeny tiny piece. And it tastes good, but that was such a small piece. It's really hard to tell. And this piece is so hot. So I'm gonna let it cool off for a minute, and then I will let y'all know. Okay, it's been a few minutes, and now I'm gonna try it. Put butter on it. It's still a little hot, but this is so good. This is so good with the chocolate chips. And I almost put white and semi-sweet chocolate chips in here. That would have been good too. I will put the recipe in the description below, because this is so good. It's nice and crispy on the outside, but like soft on the inside. It's gluten-free. It's not crumbly. It doesn't taste weird. And you can use whatever protein powder you want. You don't even have to do the protein powder. I like to do the protein powder. You can use regular eggs versus the flaxseed eggs. I just didn't have any. You can add walnuts, any type of nut, almonds, different flavored chocolate chips. You could add peanut butter chocolate chip or peanut butter chips and whatever you want, or no, none of that at all. With the butter, oh my god, so good. Highly recommend. And again, I kind of made up this recipe on my own, so I was putting it in my phone as I went along. I just used like 2 separate recipes loosely, mostly to see how much salt and baking powder, because I do not like the taste of baking powder. I can tell when stuff has a lot of baking powder in it. I've made foods like treats and stuff with baking powder in it, and so my philosophy is, because it's a leavening agent, I will still use it, but I will use like 25% less. So that called for a whole teaspoon. I only used 3/4 of a teaspoon, maybe. I probably could have gotten the same result with half a teaspoon, but I did about 3/4, and you can't really taste it. Granted, There's a lot of chocolate chips in this, plus the flavored peanut butter and chocolate protein powder. The homemade brown sugar makes a huge difference. And then obviously the bananas. I probably could have added a fifth banana. I think that would have, I mean, and the texture and everything would have stayed the same, just so I had more of a banana flavor. But these are good. My husband doesn't love like banana breads and stuff, but one time I made like a banana applesauce bread. He loved it. It had cottage cheese in it. And so there was like a sweet and soury kind of like combination of flavors. And I honestly think he's gonna like this because it's chocolate and peanut butter with the banana. It's not just banana bread. So I hope you guys try it. If you do, please let me know, and thank you. And don't forget to subscribe, like, all the things, comment. Let me know if you try this recipe, and if you do, how it turns out. Yeah, so thanks for watching.